Welcome everybody back for some more Timberborn on the channel. So, as you can tell by the title of today's episode, we're going to be doing double districts. And it's going to be a little bit of a challenge based thing. We're playing on the Waterfalls map, a map which I loved playing with I think it was the Iron Teeth, and I put a dam across here where my mouse is now, and all this stuff. Now this is not like the original version of the map. I have had to edit it slightly, and as you can see, if we head over here, the water is now able to come out of here and flow down here, and it can quite easily come out the end. And we have some slopes added. I've added one over here and one here. Now the reason why I've done that is because it wouldn't let me place in two district centres, so I will have to then place another one in over here, which is the first thing I'm going to do. So now the other thing I need to be able to do is transfer and migrate the population over. So I'm not 100% sure if you can actually do this, and I might need to do some tricks and stuff. So I'll see you guys in a moment once it's all set up. But this is the basic premise. There's going to be two districts together. So I'm going to try and get 8 and 4 on both districts so that they are equally matched, if that makes any sense. So I'll see you once I've done that. And after a short little while later, I've edited in, and there is now 10 beavers over here and 10 beavers over here. Now, this is going to be more of a challenge than I think it's going to be, and I didn't actually need those slopes in the end, so that is good. So, first things first, we need to work on both districts at the same time. This is why this is going to be hard to start off with, and potentially get progressively easier as it goes on. So we'll start over here with the district number 2. If you guys want to name the districts in the comments down below, then please do let me know if there's some interesting names you guys do have. So we'll put in 2 gatherer flags just to start off with on probably both sets of the districts. So that is going to be that. The other thing we need to set up is water for these guys. Obviously we're going to be draining the exact same river, so that's where this is going to come into place as well. So we're going to have to manage the water supplies very closely. So we're going to then do the same thing on the other side. A lot of it's going to be like repetitive and stuff. And the other thing that's going to happen is I'm going to put the dam across here, and I'm going to have the distribution set up so that one side can be producing bots and all that fun stuff, and the other side is doing something completely different. The idea is to keep them separate, but allow them to share resources as much as possible. So I'm going to quickly just place in all of the stuff that we require for the basic premise of the start of the Timberborn game, and we'll see how the beavers get on. So these slopes were not needed, unfortunately, because of the way I actually did it. So we'll just quickly place in the last couple of bits of stuff, and we should be able to press play, boost up all the builders in here, put this on go, so we can get them to crack on and do this. So while these beavers are working away, and I need to make sure that they know what to cut down and stuff as well, don't I? So while they are cracking on with their tasks at hand, we need to talk about why I stopped Timberborn. And the real reason is just because I was waiting for the update. I was waiting for update 5 for so long, and it just took so long to do anything. They weren't giving the community any sort of updates. Well, they were, but it took a lot longer than I expected it to do so, and I was waiting for it because I didn't want to start a series and then have to stop it because it's unable to work due to the update. So that is one of the reasons, and the other reason is I just played a lot of Timberborn over months and months and months and months. So I need a little bit of a break, but I thought I'd come back with quite an interesting idea and in a different way of playing Timberborn, and I thought this is the best way of doing exactly that. Now I've just noticed that the guys have finished a lot of stuff, but I've also noticed that I should have really placed this path sort of here, instead of closer to the edge. It's not as too bad of a fix because it's just going to be as simple as doing that. We also need to, of course, place in some water storages on both sides over here as well. We need to make sure we manage the beavers. We are playing with the iron teeth just because I prefer playing with them over the other guys. So we also need to, of course, get in a couple of breeding pods on both sides as well, that means. So we'll go ahead and get maybe like 2 on the go on either side, like so, and like so. The next stage for these guys is also just like being able to store stuff in these. Kind of annoying that they can't do like multi-storage and they don't like pick for themselves. Like, I wish you could like store. It's not necessarily for these ones, but especially for the other types of storage. Like, it's kind of annoying that they did it so that you can't really do a whole lot with them. The other thing I wanted to do is place in a water wheel on both sides of the water. So we'll do one there for now and one here. And then we'll, obviously these are for the lumber mills. So we'll place in it that way around. Hopefully there is space, which there is. And then we can, of course, path like that and path like that to there. And they should get built pretty quickly. I have just realized that they are not lined up in the slightest, which is going to annoy me in the future. So it's going to be a lot easier to move this one than it would be to remove the other one. So let's just quickly make sure these are completely lined up like so, and then we can place in that like so. And the berry gatherers and stuff is absolutely fine where they are, so in fact they could probably actually just be placed on the front beginning of this because they can actually get over there, so we should just do it like that. So they'll get built up over time as well. And the next thing is, I keep pausing the game because there's so much stuff to build, is a farm. So I'm going to put the farm on this side of the world over here. And the same with this. I'm going to place that one over here because you can then place it in this area here. A couple of things that I've learned with these guys in particular, because this is what's going to make this a bit more of a challenge, is the actual food for these guys is harder than the other beavers. Personally, I find this. So we've got to start with the Karabis, which are not the greatest in the world, but they will have to do. And obviously we've got to double everything up as well. And that's why I did it this kind of style, because then I can obviously then place in. So if we demolish this, we can then place the next, like the food, what's it called, the fermenter. Place the fermenter like that, which still connects with the power, and you can still get in there. It's going to be a lot harder on this side to do that exact same thing. So I might have to like go around the back for the first one like this, and then obviously in time we can change this and get that to wrap around and stuff as well. So first things first, we need to actually high prioritize the fermenters. We need to get these guys some more wood, so I'm actually going to expand us temporarily down the side like this, and then we can get in some more lumberjacks like so, and then they can crack on and do a little bit of tree chopping on that side of the world. How are these guys getting on? We actually need to potentially high prioritize the actual breeding pods at this point. Food is not great. The well-being is also not great. Nobody is well, these guys are actually starving, and now that this is all not wet anymore, we now have a potential food problem, which is not good at all. So let's go ahead and get because the fermenter is now ready to go. We also need to high prioritize these guys, and we need to then go ahead and plant in some. I'm not sure if soybeans are better or the other ones are better. So the fermented soybeans are 6 and 4, so you get 10 and 20. So yes, the fermented soybeans are actually better. But I have just remembered that we need another machine for these to work efficiently together. And obviously we need to prioritize the water wheels over everything else. These guys are now getting very, very hungry. So I'm also going to bring a path down the side here. I did almost just use them steps, which I'm not allowed to use, but I'm just going to bring that down the side like that, and then add a lovely little path like so. And then we can obviously then add some berry pickers down the bottom here. Quickly high prioritize the construction of both of those and pause potentially all of these because they're not doing anything, and they will get some more berries, which will be good and should save the day. And obviously we've got some lumberjacks going on down here, and they'll get some berries and that kind of stuff on the go. So we also need for the we need some canola like so, and we need the actual soybeans to go in as well. And I'm actually going to extend this farm over a little bit. So that is the one farm completed. These guys obviously need to have some as well. These guys over here have a little bit more space for farming, but remember, these guys are eventually going to share 95% of everything. And I think the district crossings, which I'm not 100% sure where they are, these ones, they do share, so work carries between, so the worker bonus is that, but it balances the goods between the two connected districts, so each side has its own workers and stuff, and then it will balance everything out, which would be really, really good. So we're just getting the last planks into. Oh, why is our water wheels not spinning? Uh-oh. So you can build that. How are you going to build that? Why are these not working? I literally put them there for that exact purpose of using them. But these guys now have nothing to do, so we'll put them in the farmhouse. We'll get them to plant real quick. These guys have already done their planting side of things. We shall get the presses going as well. So that's not a press, but this is a press, which means we need science on the go. Honestly, you don't play a game for a little bit and you completely forget how to play it. So we'll plonk in, we'll do maybe 2 of these at this point. Quickly get those guys to be built. We can pause this building as well. They should go straight into there. We can obviously pause this one and this one at the moment just because there isn't any power going to them. I'm also... we needed to get to that slope. The annoying thing is that this side's going to need the power more than the other side. So I might just have to put in the water wheel. Now, I didn't know that this was going to be a problem, so, you know. We can also just prioritize that construction. We can pause this construction for now. I don't really understand how they're going to get to that one, but we'll see what happens, I suppose. Again, these guys can then come down here and obviously come this way a bit and this way a bit and get down to this area, and then we can obviously start chopping the trees down here and down here. We can then pause these ones because they don't have anything to do anymore, and go ahead and mark all of those trees for being destroyed, along with on this side doing exactly the same thing, but for on this side over here. And also these guys are now running out of food, so what we'll do is we'll drop that worker down and pause it, get them to harvest all of those kohlrabies, and then these guys should have some food. These guys have wood now. So yeah, but they can build that. I'm really confused on how they can build this. Oh yeah, they can, because they're getting down from that slope. Maybe it's an investment to do it that way around and just get them to go all the way along. Because they're not, the districts cannot connect unless they are on the dam, which is you actually need to get that in pretty quickly as well. I think the best place to put the dam would be here, or somewhere around this area, this general area. These guys on this side will be obviously be the ones that build it. Annoyingly, we need more wood, and these guys are now out of wood for now. They should be good in a moment though. We are getting some science, and because these guys are making science, then they can share the science, which is also like really good. We can pause these as well because they don't have anything to do, so that's good. We'll have 2 guys in there doing the planks and that kind of stuff for this particular district, and then this district should be okay for now. And we can obviously just get them to chop all of those trees down as well. They won't be able to get them all for now, but it will be okay for a bit. So that district is sort of self-sufficient. They definitely need food, and they definitely need water, and they definitely potentially even need more guys working around. So we can actually pause the berry pickers as well. I think some people did unfortunately die in this district, so probably drop a bunch of workers and stuff so then these guys can wake up and start collecting a bunch of stuff and producing planks to get wood. Now these guys on the other hand have a little bit of a different problem, because I have not put this in the right place at all, and somebody definitely noticed that I didn't put this in the right place at all. But I can fix it, because this could be where my dam goes, or at least we can put it there anyway, because it's the only thing we can build at the moment is a dam piece. So yeah, there is going to be a dam piece right there. Hopefully it doesn't affect our water supply, which is slightly worrying me at the moment. But I was going to just connect the paths in here, so they just went like straight across, and that's where I was going to put the dam. But I think the best place for the dam would actually be across here. These guys on this side will be the ones that build it, because they have all the wood and the wood supplies. It'd be good for us to also get in a couple of large storages. One for the wood initially would be good. You guys can store the logs in there, and that'll be good for that side. And then these guys can also have pretty much the same thing, because they're actually going to run out of places to put wood at some point. We can get that one high prioritized. Please store wood in there. I'm pretty sure these guys have the underground storage, or there's like the other ones. Yeah, that's the other ones. So the folktales are really good because you get that underground storage. Quickly get somebody in there, and we can. Oh, these guys are not doing so good on this side. We can drop a worker in there. Definitely pause that building for now. Definitely pause that building for now. We don't need too many builders. think high prioritizing that job would be good. And this job. Because we're going to start losing beavers at some point. The drought is coming in. Drought incoming in that long. These guys have 19 water. So I think we need to start getting more and more water. Hopefully they can get some more at some point. Same with these guys, really. We need more log pumpers and water pumpers. Because if we don't, they're not going to survive the drought all that well. These guys especially are going to struggle because, yeah, I haven't really been so nice to them on this side of the world. But I think it's going to be a long drought, a long drought, with a lot of stuff going on. So you guys need berries. That's the other thing that these guys need on this side of the world. They need berries quite heavily. So I can pause you for now. And we can get someone in here. And this one needs to be high prioritized too. Because the food and the water are the main priorities of this whole system. The dam is not going in at all either. So these guys are 3 and 2. So these guys are definitely struggling for numbers. And it's definitely my fault as well. Water's good. Food is also pretty good. It would be good to have more water, of course. We can also potentially prioritize one of these because there are 3 of them. So we don't really need any builders at the moment because nothing's building, but we need wood on this side of the map. In fact, it might just be good to prioritize that. You should never take out of here. Yes, so they're going to collect berries and stuff, so that'd be good. They should have enough food for the drought and have enough water to survive the drought. These guys on this side, on the other hand, have 6 water. But there is more of them. So that's why there is only 6 water. So let's quickly get one of these built. They have no wood either. Quickly prioritize one of those, quickly get some construction underway. We'll drop the workers down to 1 in there. You guys can be paused. Absolutely paused. Drop that down. And we're going to come into this, but not very good because these guys are probably going to die, which is upsetting, really. But we can connect them over, so it's not too bad. There's no district limits, so if one survives, we can replenish the other side. But I feel like we're probably going to not survive this challenge in the slightest, especially now it has done exactly that. And I'm going to drop the work hours all the way down to 0, so we use nothing. So we use like no water, no nothing, and do our very best. And sit like this for the 1.6 days. But I'm going to leave you guys on a cliffhanger. I hope you guys did enjoy. And this is not a very good start to the series. And yeah, I'm enjoying it though, so that's good. But I hope you guys did enjoy nonetheless. And I'll see you guys next time to see if we actually survive this. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be very promising. See you guys later.